Okay, put your shoes on, kids. We're at Grandma's house. And by shoes, I mean weapons. And by Grandma's house, I mean the Neanderthals have shown up and they're trying to kill us all in our face. Team, we need to kind of assemble here if we could. If we can all come over here. Do we bring your... No. Smog. This way. This way, please. Come this way to do that. Yeah, don't go outside. The Neanderthals are here, and most of my colony is gone. Just as a heads up. Lumpy, I see you don't have any sort of weapon whatsoever, do you? Great, you've come really well equipped for this. Lumpy, this is a little bit frantic. Opening up here, a little bit frantic, but why don't you go get a chain shotgun? Sure, go get that. It's just that we've got a bit of a an issue going on with some Neanderthals coming by, and none of my people are here. They're all off helping the royals do a thing, but in exchange for that, we got an awesome persona core so we can complete our ship and actually get it to launch at some point in the future. That was very exciting. The fact that we're getting attacked is not super exciting, but no, Smog, stop it. Come this way. Come this way. Not where the Neanderthals are. We've got a bunch of bots. This is all going to go fine. And they'll probably get very quickly distracted by our turrets. This is why we've got our distraction turrets up. Except, you're working, right? Okay, no, you are on. All right, no, you're not on. Why were we not designating power on you? That seems like a very silly idea. Smog, how are you doing on actually moving where I want you to go? Go over here now, and then come over here. Okay, you see how this is all going to come together, kid. Lumpy, did you get your thing? Yeah, you totally did. Okay, come over here. Just like straight up would be fine. Don't actually go outside to do that. That's great. Okay, everyone's kind of assembling here. Neat. Fun. Wraith's in a pod, so Wraith's going to be no help whatsoever. Okay, everybody sort of loosely come outside, and especially, like, bring your bots. So let's get the bots on board here. So Cyclops, Militor, Pikeman, you guys can all come over here. Let me get you all assembled here. Militor, you can come over here. Pikeman, maybe over here. Where's my... Yeah, there we go, the Cyclops. That's the guy I want. Okay, and you can kind of come over here. Everybody come outside and start shooting things. Here we go. The shooting has begun. All right, so everybody's getting shot in the face now. This is very, very exciting about things. And indeed, they're getting distracted by the turrets, which is exactly why I put them outside. Yes, the turrets will get destroyed. Yes, that costs us components. I understand that. But look what they're not doing. They're not shooting us. This is very key. Yeah, they're okay, so the thing exploded. Fine. We'll fix that. That can be fixed. Okay, they're all dead, but I feel... Yeah, they're not actually retreating. They haven't decided to leave. We haven't killed enough of them yet. These guys are going to go through the trap corridor. Hey, gang, why don't you come through this way, and we'll kind of meet them on the back end. Now, Lax over here, you're downed. You're unwaveringly loyal, though. It's a big production to get you not unwaveringly loyal. I'd have to give you a lobotomy. You understand. And I don't actually know how to do that yet. So probably you're just going to be left for dead. It's not personal, it's just that I don't care. It's indifference. It's not hatred, it's indifference. You guys are going for the trap corridor, and you're getting shot in the face, which is even better. You're down, and now they're fleeing. Now they're out of here. Cool. All right, well, that seemed to actually work out remarkably well. I don't even think anyone took a hit in that. Everyone go back to work. Dweeb, put your bots on work mode, not escort mode, so they can go get charges and whatnot. And eventually we'll get out here and repair this. That's fine. Also, the wall should get repaired, because that kind of blew up, didn't it? Do I have any slate blocks? I do. Yeah, we're fine. Okay, everything is fine. Everybody stop panicking. All right, so Agrahans, you can go home. You can actually stay in the runaway zone, but, you know, home zone. Nah, actually stay in the runaway zone. I only need you to clean inside the place. And home, and you're unrestricted. And then you guys can all be in the home zone. The tigers can all go back into the home zone. There you go. And then we can go wherever the heck we want because we're people, and that's what we do. Okay. Lax, again, sorry. I'm just going to leave you in the rain to die. It's an undignified end. Oh, are you still alive, too? Oh, yeah, you are. Gazelle. Okay. You're not unwaveringly loyal. You're any good? You can do mining. You're psychically sensitive. That's kind of a pain in the neck. Honestly, Gazelle, I know it seems like I've got a very small colony right now, but I don't, because 8 people are somewhere else. And we're building a spaceship to kind of leave, and I don't really have room for you. I mean, you've got a fun name and you can do mining, but that's about it, isn't it, really? That's about all you got going for you. So, again, it's not hatred, it's indifference. I'm just going to leave you to die outside in the rain by yourself. It's a cold and lonely death, but hey, you attacked us. This isn't a me problem, this is a you problem. That all seemed to work out great. Let's keep moving here. What we need to do now is exactly what Beta is doing, which is making advanced components, and indeed any components. I will take any components, no matter how advanced they may be. I need tons of them. I have no advanced components right now because we dumped all of them into the computer core. And I only have 8 regular components. So that doesn't really work in terms of what I need to build a spaceship. How's the research going down here? Yeah, we've got to do our long-range mineral scanner so we can get over into Starflight sensors and then the rest of the stuff. We're basically trying to bang out all of our prerequisites right now. But that's fine, because Lumpy's wicked smart. And we got our thing going up. Okay, good. So we got the machine that goes ping. That was some more components right there. But the reason we're doing that is I've got a leg for Beta. And I want to make sure we have the best optimal hospital area for that. Wraith, you are my best doctor, and you're going to be out of here in 6 hours. And you're going to be slightly younger when you do it. It'll be super exciting. Then I can break down that pod and I'll probably build it for somebody else because everybody wants age reversal right now. By everyone, I mean Smog and Lumpy. It's fair. I mean, nobody wants to age. Nobody's like, yes, please let me age. So, I mean, if there was an age reversal machine in my own house, I would not be making this video. I'd be in a pod somewhere. I don't really need the baby pod anymore, do I? We don't really need the growth vat. Tiffy is a 13-year-old girl with an assault rifle helping the royals out right now. She doesn't really need a growth vat. Let's deconstruct that. I might be able to get a component out of that. And I will take any component. Could we focus mostly on repairing the wall more than anything? Because due to my horrible mismanagement of the environment, I've created an ongoing toxic fog situation. Ooh, also, most of the map is on fire. Those right now aren't our fires. Those are somebody else's fires. But we'll have to keep a slight eye on that, seeing as it's not raining and those are going to spread. Who that's left does construction these days? So, yes, Smog, you're wicked good at that. Hey, Smog, what are you doing right now? You're doing exactly what I need. You're fixing the wall. Perfect. That's exactly what I wanted you to do. Good job, Smog. Good initiative there. I see we're kind of vaguely moving some bodies over to my toxic waste dump. And we did get the new cooler in there. Yep. Okay, Wraith's up. Cool. Good for you. Yeah, it's minus 16 in there now. So at least what toxic waste I do have will no longer be deteriorating, creating this huge toxic smog and ongoing toxic fallout problems that I've created by myself. Yep. That's why we're leaving. I've destroyed the ecosystem here. This is just a hellhole. This is a post-apocalyptic wasteland. This was a relatively nice area when we landed. There's trees, a little lake over here, and I've just carved everything up, dumped toxic waste around, dumping corpses around. That's why we're leaving. Yeah, we're playing this like any sensible American. I've just polluted the atmosphere, and now I'm going to go away and leave that to be somebody else's problem. But my ship computer core is up. That's cool. Not really much else I can be building until we research some more things. I could, put another structure piece on, but there's no specific reason to do that right now. What I'm going to need in the future, apart from components, is gold. So I will take any quest or any trader who would be interested in giving me some gold. I could also, seeing as we've got a lot of food. I know that's never come up in this colony before, but I have a lot of food kicking around. I could turn some of these over into psychoid plants, because that will enable me to make hardcore narcotics, which is always good for trading. So go ahead and start transforming these over to something a little more devious, I guess is what I'm going to say there. Where do we actually make my hardcore narcotics? Where's like my drug lab? Call it what it is. It's a drug lab. That's what RimWorld calls it. That's what you can call it. Where did I... Team, where's the drug lab? I need to be making some drugs. Wow, YouTube's going to flag me for that one. I need to be making more of them. We do that, right? That's like a thing we do. I can't immediately pin my... You know what? You can look for it, David. Actually, it's a searchable feature, is what you could do there. It's a searchable feature. You can... No, that your fingers are on the wrong keys. Remember, ASDF. Drug... I mean, you learned this in high school. No, I don't actually have a drug lab. That's horrible. That's not right at all. This would be a good room for it. Oh, no, 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 no. I've made everything wrong. This would be a good room for it right over here. How much components is that going to take? Because I hope the answer is exactly 0. Drugs, drugs, drugs. Drug lab. There we go. 6 components. Super. All right, how about we do this? Let's stockpile some of the psychite, and then we'll look at transforming it into something else. Hopefully, when we have some better components, or rather, more components. Hey, Beta, Wraith is up, so you're gonna go get a new leg. No, I know you're not injured. I took off the operation. So I need you to get a bionic leg on your right leg. Thank you. Take off the peg leg. Go ahead and get into bed. No, Beta, stop being silly with me. Rest until healed. And then I'm going to get Dr. Wraith down there, and she'll take care of you real good. I'm going to rip the wooden leg off and then put a different one on that's way, way better. So, Wraith, could you go please operate on Beta? This is usually the part where I drop a safety save because I don't lose colonists to dice rolls, and I especially don't lose important bionic legs to dice rolls, but no, we're just going to let it fly. We're going to see what happens. We're going to let it fly. Hopefully, Wraith's an excellent doctor. Well, best doctor I've got anyway. 14 medical. And I've got the best I can get here. We've got the sterile floors. We've got the nice bed. Yeah, you're fine. You got that done, no problem. There we go. 1 bionic leg for you. It's been a long time coming, Beta. I'm sorry about that. I had to strap a piece of wood to you in the meantime. Could somebody go out... Oh, we already got the silver. I was going to say, could somebody go out and get that bioferrite? I bought it for no reason, just stockpiling it, really. I don't know what I'm going to use it for, but we'll figure it out at some point. It's wicked cheap, so there's no reason not to get it. Okay. Anatoly's room is looking terrible. That's great. Sorry, if you're just getting caught up, Anatoly is one of our newer members. He's got a tentacle. He's off helping the royals right now with his tentacle. Just 1 arm, 1 tentacle, and Anatoly. But he likes really terrible things. That's why we put that bed together. Let's get this deconstructed, because Wraith's not going to need that for a little while, and it's kind of pinned to Wraith right now. That'll get me 1 more component, and I'm going to have to put up another one so I can keep doing this. Smog and Lumpy also both want age reversals. Very, very fussy when you are a transhumanist. It really is. I get it. Look, philosophically, I'm transhumanist too. Please, staple as many things to me as you want. Give me age reversal. I'm all about that. But it is a lot of infrastructure to do it. You got a lot of things going on there. Dweeb getting the little neural supercharge there again. Transhumanist thing they're desperate for. And what else could I possibly be doing in the meantime? Not a lot. I need... Where is... Lumpy, you're the smartest guy on the planet, right? Yeah, you're totally the smartest guy on the planet. You are number 1. Yeah, you see, you're not number 1 on research. You're number 1 on crafting. Beta can deal with crafting. Don't worry about that. Beta's got that covered. Why don't you focus? There we go. Focus on the research, because you'll just crank through those things. We've got as good of a thing as we're going to get here. We've got the little machine here, the multi-analyzer. We've got a bookcase. That helps a little bit. It doesn't actually have any books in it. But in theory, it would help. Where's my rec room? Maybe I want to put some books down there because that'll help with the research. Deconstruct that. And I'll put out... Oh, we got fish. Great, even more food that I don't actually weirdly need right now. We'll put... That means they'll have to put some of the books down here, and that will help with the research down here. That way it'll be as good as it's going to get. It's not going to get any better than that. I could put the drug lab in here. Because they do well in a laboratory, I believe. I think that's where they thrive. But we're splitting hairs at this point. And if we're going to make hardcore narcotics, doesn't matter if it's 5 or 10% faster. In the grand scheme of things, no, not really. But the research does. The research, if we can squeeze an extra few percentage points out of that, that'll get us off this planet much, much faster. Because the ship's looking a little thin right now. Not really much ship. Again, most important part is here. The ship computer core is here. But that's about it. How are we doing on components, guys? Where are we at in terms of our bills? What do we got going on there? Okay, so regular components are first. We don't need that bionic leg anymore. You can get rid of that. Regular components are first. That's going to take a while. I mean, I say it only takes steel. Dave, you don't even have that much steel. Because you are on a terrible map that you have then made even more terrible by what can only be described as war crimes against the environment. Yeah, I mean, you've just destroyed everything. Look at this place, kid. It's awful. You have constant bug attacks because you keep drilling into the mountains. Hey, is that a dead muffalo? Yeah, it's desiccated, though. We probably won't eat that. We don't need to eat it. Weirdly, I've got tons of food right now. That's never happened before, but here we are. What? Another raid? Oh. Okay. Where are they coming from these days? Right on top of us. Okay, less good. Less good. Dweeb, bots on escort mode, please. Everybody get drafted. Okay? Everybody come over here. All the mechs, you are all drafted now. So everybody escort Dweeb and then be drafted. Everybody just come like right into this zone. Yeah, they're dropping literally on top of us. Everybody sort of just... Actually, hang on. Just hold that door open. Hold that. That's an easy way to do that. So, like, you two come over here, and you guys come over here and do this. And no. Yeah, be drafted, and then come over here. Everyone just, like, focus on doing things. Cyclops, why don't you come right here? All right, stand right in front of their face. Lumpy, get the heck out of there right now. And then the other Militors, the Pikeman. Come on, man. Let's get over here. Where are my Militors these days? Militors to the front desk, please. So, yeah, you. Where are you? No, you're in a terrible place. That's a dumb place for you to be. Come over here. And then Militor number 2. Where are you these days? No, see, that's a very silly place for you to be. You need to come over here. The Cyclops is going to have to do all the work here. We won't have any Tigers because Butch isn't here. And Butch is basically in charge of Tigers. If anything, the Cyclops will at least distract them. Hey, don't smash our TV, Pigwog. Fun name. I like you. Don't smash... Luxembourg, you're going to want to leave. Okay, you just decided to start fighting them. That's fine. That's broadly okay. The plan to just have them funnel through the door has not worked at all. They destroyed our television. Thank you. They destroyed our television. Everybody just shoot everybody. Pikeman, just stand right there, dude. Just attack this person. There we go. Attack that person, like a lot. Cyclops, you are, in fact, on fire right now. Wraith, why don't you come down here and be a little bit more... No, don't repair a wall lamp. Why would you think that's... Beta's on fire. Okay, you have a fire size of 29. We should all be so lucky, kid. So, it's not a large raid, but it is a raid. So, if we could... Okay, that guy's down. Pigwog's down. Pikeman is doing some work there. Why don't we try and shoot this person over here? It'll take them some time to get through those doors. Are there any others, by the way? Are there any other groups? No. Loose no on that. Beta's still on fire. How's your fire size these days? Oh, it's down to 12. Oh, you're fine, kid. That's a perfectly amount of fire size to have. Okay, I think the raid is over. No, Smog, why are you all the way over there? Were you on fire? You're probably on fire. That's probably what happened there. I'm pretty sure we're done. Okay. Everybody be off draft. Could somebody put Beta out, please? Beta's very fussy right now. All of you guys can be off draft. There you go. And then... Did we even move anyone? I don't think I actually even moved anyone. That was a very quick raid. No, everyone's still in their same locations. Pigwog, talk to me. What's your gig? Yeah, hard worker, abrasive, masochist. Sounds like me. We're probably just going to leave you to die. Actually, you've got a decent doctor skill. No, I can't be taking every colonist that comes along. That's just not okay because I have a large ship to put together. We'll allow that. And then we'll put it somewhere later. They did drop a whole bunch of neutro-amine. That ain't nothing. What? Okay, they've destroyed everything. Allow everything. Everything is okay. All right, and everybody kind of go back to work here, especially Beta. Yeah, okay, Beta's out. Beta's no longer dying. What should we do with you? I don't really have a prison anymore. Would I get... Okay, here's what I'm going to do. Make all of the... Actually... That's a big area. Just make this room a prison. No. A prison, Dave. A prison. All right. And then somebody capture this guy. Mostly because I just want to see if I'll get anything for releasing him. So go... He's unwaveringly loyal. Okay, cool. I'm probably just going to collect you and then put you somewhere else. What is under here that is... Oh, it's Molotov cocktails. I'm glad they didn't get those going. Holy moly, that would have been a bit of a problem. Okay, so we're getting blood cleaned up. Dweeb's back to cooking. We'll get some corpses moved eventually. You can totally repair the door. That's fine. And we don't need to hold this door open anymore. The roof is going back on. This is all broadly okay. All right, so medical treatment on whom? Yeah, Luxembourg. How'd you fare in that? You got a little bit of a bruise. Beta, you were actually on fire. So how are you these days? Yeah, you got a lot of burns. It's not a small amount of burns there. You're drinking Psych IT. That's probably the best thing for you. And then Pigwug. Where's Dr. Wraith? Dr. Wraith. Oh, you are tending to Pigwug right now. Probably not going to survive. Yeah, no, not going to survive. Not going to survive. We shot your toe off. I mean, we shot a bunch of things, but your toe is clean off. No toe for you. Just the one. The left second toe. That is a frighteningly accurate shot. Frighteningly accurate. We might be able to squeeze you through. Wraith's a pretty good doctor, but I'm not betting on your chances here, man. I got $1 that says you're dead before Wraith is done with you. I would say we're wasting the medicine. We've got a good amount of herbal medicine. That's totally fine. Hey, we might pull you through. No, you're going to be totally dead. No, 10 seconds. No, sorry, dude, you're dead. I'm not really that upset about that. That's totally okay. 2 seconds. Yeah, you're dead. Okay, just let him go, man. Let him go. Okay, and this cannot be a prison room anymore. So that's fine. We'll get the corpse moved at some point. All right. Back to work. Things are getting repaired. Let's start reinstalling things around here. So that could go back there. I don't actually remember where we had the couch. So we will put that, I don't know, here. That seems like a good spot for that. I see we deconstructed the bookcase. Did we move the books? No. There's a bookcase up here. Did we put them all up here? No. Where did we put the books? I mean, we got a lot of books, guys. There's a whole bunch right here. There's a whole bunch of them right here. If you wanted to move those around, those should be highest priority down here. Is there a priority on this? Important. Make this critical. Put the books down there first, and then put them anywhere else after that. All right, get back rolling here. We got to get components. I know I've been saying that for like 30 episodes, but this seems to be the ongoing problem here. The ongoing problem is we landed on a terrible map, and even though we moved several times, we still end up on terrible maps. The ongoing problem is it's never really worked out for Dweeb. Dweeb landed, and it's just gone downhill from there. So we're just leaving. We're out. We're gone. We're done. And to do that, I need a bunch of components, which is what I've been whining about this entire time. Could these all get moved, please? Let's not have metal slag kicking around. I think we have a bill set up to just, like, deal with that, right? Yeah, smelt metal slag forever. Okay, somebody will get on that at some point in time. Not soon. I've got a lot going on. The neutroamine was nice. That's a nice little touch there. And keep making our own medicine if I had a drug lab put up, which I don't. So, but if I did, we could totally be making our own medicine right now. I say that. Do I actually have any cotton? An alarming amount, actually. 700 units of cotton. Dang. And a whole bunch of stone blocks. Are we making stone blocks? Okay, how about we suspend that? We seem to have made a lot of stone blocks. And we probably don't need these ones up right now. That way they can focus on more important things like components. I've got 2,000 plus units of stone blocks. That's more than I could possibly need in the near future. If we need them again, we'll turn it on again, but right now we don't. Some more art would not be bad, though. I wouldn't mind having something to trade to people. Okay, the team is gone for 30 days, and they only left 4 days ago. So we've got almost 2 seasons before those guys get back. What is it now? It's fall. So we're not really expecting them back until probably early spring or late winter. Got still more meals coming in. Even more meals coming in. So many meals coming in. Potato plant has died. Yeah, that's because I've defoliated the entire region. That's on me. I'll freely admit that. That one's on me. I did do that. Did we move? I'm assuming we did. The dead bodies. Oh, I got to expand this again. I have so many dead bodies. I could just put up an incinerator and start dealing with them. But it's so much more convenient just to throw them in a freezer. I mean, you probably feel that at home. You're like, yeah, I've got a few corpses kicking around. I could build this giant incinerator and power it up and fuel it and start shoving corpses into there to reduce them to ash. Or I could just throw them in my freezer and be done with it. And they'll gradually decompose. You probably do that at home. I bet you do. Yeah, you got a couple of corpses. You're just going to throw them in the freezer. It's convenient. I mean, they make them big enough. Don't ask how I know that. Luxembourg is fully healed. Cool. Really, I'm only focused on getting people down here to do research. There we go. Lumpy's in. Lumpy, is there anything else I could do to make you better at research? The books are here. Okay, so there's a thing right there. Reading bonus in room. No, I'm not worried about that. I'm worried about this thing going as fast as it humanly can. So 125%. Yeah, it's indoors. It's clean. We've got the bookcase, and we've got the multi-analyzer. All right, that's as good as I can get that to be. 125% on research. And Lumpy is the smartest person on the planet with an intellectual of 20. So he's just going, this is as good as my research can humanly get at this point. I don't think there's anything else I can do. Maybe a hat? Just hats fix everything in every colony builder, don't they? When in doubt, throw a hat on it. I do see we made one advanced component. Not really sure where that came from. Now I got to think about steel. I only have 835 units of steel, and all of those components are sucking up steel. Not a lot, but as many as I need, yeah, it's going to take a lot. There's nobody I know. This is useless. There's nobody I can call who will send me a trade convoy, is there? Yeah, no, we're neutral with these guys. We'd need to be allied with them to get a trade convoy to come over. I could send my own trade convoy. I mean, I can just get in the SS gift box and go somewhere. I can't land directly on top of them because it may surprise people to know that when you land an armed spaceship in front of somebody's lawn, they consider that to be an act of war. I get it. I understand that. But I could land, like, the tile next door and then walk over. Or I could just walk over. I mean, who's in the area? The Royals are fairly close by, aren't they? Where are we? We're over here. The Royals are reasonably close by. I could send a small trade convoy, but I don't have any pack animals. If I wanted to do that on foot, that's going to be kind of a pain. That, that gold mining worksite does look attractive. And if I had the rest of my crew, we'd totally be doing that right now. 217 units of gold. But who would I possibly send? I don't really have a team that I can send out to do that, especially where we seem to be constantly raided right now. Admittedly, somewhat ineffectual raids. Oh, Dweeb, are you still on... Hang on, the mechs are still on escort mode. No, go back to work mode, please. That way you'll go get a charge if you need it. Thank you. Appreciate that, but thank you. No, we did turn all of these off. Yep, no sewing. No, nobody do any sewing in any of these. Luxembourg's going to go on a food binge. That is the best possible thing you can do. We need the space right now, Luxembourg. We need the space in the freezer. So you please go ahead and do that as much as you want. We don't have a lot of meat. Is there anything we could be going and murdering? There's a couple of yaks, speaking of pack animals. I could tame them, but then I'm going to have to build a pen and do all of that again. It's easier just to go shoot them and eat them, really, isn't it? Yeah, Beta's already out. Beta can't wait to shoot a yak. Beta's been praying all day. There we go. Yak shooting has commenced. Yeah, you'll be fine, kid. Just chase after them. It's a bit of a slow roll, but you're moving a lot faster now that you got that bionic leg. Avoid the swan. They're a vicious creature. Yeah, just sneak up on it. No, you've given up. No, you haven't given up. No, you're doing great. You're doing fine. It's a bigger animal. No, I get that. Where are you going? Now you've given up. Like, yeah, I'm done for the day. It will ultimately bleed to death, so that's not really the worst thing in the world. Yeah, you'll be dead in 9 hours, so we just go collect you then. Okay. Now what? Just really relying on people to do research and people to do crafting. And just sort of sitting here waiting for the next raid more than anything. Is there anything else that I could be doing that would help me in any way? Anything I could deconstruct? I don't really think there is. I could theoretically start deconstructing some of the mech units, but I still got room for 2 more mechs, and I'd like to have them, ideally. I probably don't need 3 neural superchargers, but when the team gets back, that's going to be a lot of people wanting neural supercharges. I get it. I understand. Could get the chem fuel thing down. Any of these could give me brief components, but that's a stopgap measure. That's just getting me some components. I need a more reliable source like a trader. I need to just buy them in bulk. I hesitate to ask, but how are we doing? Okay. Yeah, we're not really moving very fast on that. And of course, Beta's not going to do that because Beta's out hunting. Well, Beta's out sleeping right now, if we're honest about things, and we are. Beta's out sleeping. But later Beta will be out hunting. Can we just maybe get Disco Ball going? I mean, that's a fun thing to do. How about the Jubilee of Theft? No, it's date specific. I feel that shouldn't be. A Jubilee of Theft is every day, as far as I'm concerned. That is every day. I could maybe set up something to get rid of some of these bulk clothes. What is that over there? Oh, the Hunter Pack. Really should get that on somebody. Lumpy, wow, you're about to finish the thing, aren't you? Beta. Why don't you go equip that Hunter Pack? Then if you're in combat, you can just deploy a Hunter thing, and it'll go explode at people. Which is better than you exploding at people. So, you got that going on for you. The Marauder Encampment. Yaha? Talk to me. Really? One of the rewards is a Mech Commander helmet? Do you know how... RimWorld, did you see the last episode? Do you know what it took me to get the appropriate hat? Yeah, I guess, admittedly, much of it was due to my own incompetence. 10 advanced components. 147 plasteel. Alright. A nearby camp has been raiding. They want us to destroy the camp, eliminate... It's 6 imps. It's not even that big a deal. And that'd be 10 advanced components. Holy moly, that is a lot. Where is it? They're not going to tell me until I actually click the thing. I feel we kind of have to go do this. I could take the bots. I could take the long-range mineral scanner. Okay, cool. Show me this. Just get going on anything at this point. Do the crypto sleep caskets. Get that going. Show me that again. It's really hard to turn this down. That's a lot of plasteel and a lot of advanced components. And if I'm building a spaceship, that's exactly what I need. Okay. We're going to do this. This is a terrible idea. But we're going to do this. Somebody go turn all of the turrets on, please. Because we're going to go with our plan that we used the last time we raided somebody, which is to dump the SS gift box in front of their face with a whole bunch of turrets aimed at them. Because that worked out real good. That worked out fantastic. Now, where is it? All right, where is this bandit camp in relation to us? Okay, so we can easily fly there. That's well within range. Not really what I planned to do today, but I can't possibly turn down 10 advanced components. That's just ridiculous. Okay, here's... First things first, how are the charges on most of these things? All right, they're okay. The Cyclops is low, but I've got a charger. If we need a charger, I've got a charger right here. So no worries there. Could somebody quickly... Anyone at all? I was hoping to get the waste out of here. Okay, we're going to go do this. This is a terrible idea. Dweeb, you've got to come, because we need your bots. So put your bots on escort mode, please. And then, who else? Not Wraith. Wraith is too good a doctor. And not Lumpy. I need Lumpy staying here doing the research. I can't even let that slide for 1 second. So basically, Dweeb, Beta, Smog, you're armed. Yeah, and you're actually really good at shooting. Dweeb, Beta, and Smog. Leave the rest of the team here. This is dumb. Show me that again. Okay, so it's like the big watchtower thing over there. All right, we're leaving. Launch. Not Lumpy. No, not Lumpy. Wait, not Lumpy and not Beta. Dweeb. I know this is not going to be a really good landing. Smog. Yep, I must be capable of intellectual. You're so dumb you can't even do it. Not Wraith. Luxembourg. Can kind of go. Okay, Lumpy does research. Beta. Beta does crafting, but Beta's also really good at shooting. All right, so you can come out, and you can come out. I'm leaving 3 people here. 3 people. No animals, but I will take the mechs. I really... Again, I'm not sure why we can't designate which mechs can come and which mechs can't. Because now I'm going to take all of the mechs. All of the mechs are going to get in the ship. I can already feel people typing in comments, there's a mod for that. But I can't mod RimWorld. If I mod RimWorld, see, the problem is I'm a prophet of RimWorld. Needlessly messianic, I know. But I am a prophet of RimWorld. Again, needlessly messianic. If I put a mod in RimWorld, RimWorld will immediately announce new DLC, which will mean a mod apocalypse, and I'm going to have to start all over again. It's happened ever since I've started playing this game. If I start modding it, they announce new DLC. But Dave, Odyssey just came out. They're not... No, they will. Trust me, they will. But that seems like that should be a thing. I should be able to pick which mechs are coming. But I can't. So, Dweeb, Beta, and Smog. And 4 combat robots. Versus a bunch of imps and a bunch of turrets. So let's go do this. We got plenty of food. What else might I need? I've got good fuel. I can definitely refuel the tank. And we're going to be there for a few days because there'll be something wrong with the launch. There always is. And that leaves 3 people here. 3 people. That's it. If we get raided, we're going to be relying basically on turrets and fear. So all the bots are coming in. Yay. And then... Okay, we're in. Okay. So I want to go over here. Yep. Get that. Off we go. It's not a glamorous launch, but it's going to get the job done. There we go. Try not to hit the roof. If you could, thank you. Try not to hit the roof. Appreciate that. Okay. This is a terrible idea. I'm doing silly things today. But boy... 10 advanced compared to turn that down. Okay, you live right there. Cool. Here's a fun thing I'm going to do. I'm going to park right here with the turrets facing you. So, that's where we live. Okay, yes, I know the attack has begun. Putting the turrets on the front of the ship is probably the smartest thing I've ever done in my life. So, land, boom. They immediately start shooting. There's just open fire on these guys. Now, you guys, everybody is drafted, and where are my bots here? Oh, the bots haven't quite loaded in. I don't know why that is. The mech tab takes like a couple of seconds to load in. But you guys can come down here. Mechs. There we go. There's my mech tab loading in. You guys all need to be drafted. And then all come out here. Militors, everybody start coming out here. Where's my other Militor? The Cyclops can get out here. I see the other Militors beneath this guy. And everybody start coming out here. These guys are coming in. And we can just sort of be over here. And let the turrets do the bulk of the work. Oh, they're already fleeing. They're already done. Okay. Just hang tight because the turrets will keep shooting them if they see them. So everyone just kind of chill for a sec. All right, I think the payment has arrived. Cool. Oh, that'll be the pods back home. Okay, neat. Let's just, while we're collecting our thoughts here, let's just make this the home zone and we can, put out the fires. So undraft you guys. Undraft all of you guys. Okay, everybody else go work on putting out fires, and then we'll reevaluate from there. Just while I'm doing that, I got 4.9 days that we're going to be camped out here doing nothing, waiting for the ship to be ready to go again. Okay, now I got 2 different colonies to flip through. So, firsties first, we own everything. We own all the things that exist to own. I can get some cotton out of here, too. Dweeb, go over here and just see what's in the door, just in case it's more imps and they're fussy because we killed all of their friends. Because that's totally a thing that could happen. Anyone, you going to come in? Okay, there we go. So come over here now. That's just some pemmican, some jade. That's nice. Try to keep the bots with you. No, don't fire. What do you mean, no path? Oh, because we don't own this yet. Okay, own that. Thank you. Dweeb, come over here. Okay, what do we got here? Oh, hi. Just let him go, man. Oh, okay, we've killed him. That's fair, too. That's fine. And then you come over here, and we own this. And come into here. Okay. So not much in terms of, air quotes, camp loot. Not much. Hey, any steel or components around here? Oh, yep. And we're going to be here for a few days. Wish I still had my tunneler bought. This does look like hardcore Bugtown, though. So maybe we don't stretch too far. But by the same token, let's look for any possible... Oh, yeah, that's Bugtown. You know there's bugs in there. Any components that we can grab. What is that? Oh, it's just slate. I thought it might be obsidian. We'll get some steel, definitely, but I want to focus first on any components that I can immediately see. I mean, there's probably tons of them within these mountains. Is that some over there? It is. Kind of looks like Bugtown, but we'll take a chance on it. Any more? No, not immediately seeing. I'm probably going past several big veins of them, but I don't want to get too deep into Bugtown. You know there's bugs in there. You know bugs exist there. And then why don't we work on this steel? Okay, so the people, Dweeb, you can be off draft for right now. Go about your business there. We'll take the pemmican because, it's food. Why not? So have all of that. We'll definitely take that jade. I don't really need a lot else around here. Anything made of steel? No. Limestone, sandstone, no. Any of these? Slate, no. Apparently we've cooked a bunch of packaged survival meals. That's fun. And then we'll just really work on making sure that everybody is doing mining. Smog, yeah. Everyone kind of focus a little bit more on mining. There's not going to be much else for you to do, so you may as well get going on that. Yeah, sorry, it's not really a great bedroom, Dweeb. I know you're kind of bummed out about that. The payment is here. Let me just jump back to colony number 1. I'm assuming at this point people have already picked it up. Yeah, there's my 10 advanced components right there. And I'm assuming they got the plasteel too. Let me go back to... No, not you guys. You guys. Go back to Dweeb and the gang here. Okay, this was very silly, but provided there aren't like 8 zillion bugs on this map, this may have actually really worked out. I can get some steel. Industrial Festival. Why, that's my favorite industrial festival. I can get some steel out of here, and more importantly, some components. I'm going to have to really carefully go through this map and make sure we can get everything we can get out of this. I mean, that's an obvious way for me to start collecting components. Just keep going in the spaceship to different parts of the map and seeing what lives there. What is that? Oh, that's just steel. Okay, it looked briefly like silver. But that's kind of a gamble. This one was a very silly plan that's worked out great. Absolutely great. I got to put more turrets on this thing. That was fantastic. Just land in front of their door, slaughter them. Just the guns start blazing. They collapsed within seconds. I don't even think we needed to get out the door. I think the turrets could have done most of the work there. We'll take those blocks. Why not? And this zone here, is that just steel? It's probably just... Yeah, it's just steel. How about we had just a regular stockpile zone, just, for anything. Just put any stockpile zone, like, right there. And that's running all the way down there. Perfect. So that can be for anything except food. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, anything except food will be fine there. Don't even really need the corpses. Actually, we're not going to do any cooking. I've got a zillion packaged survival meals here. And by a zillion, I mean 240. I think we're good. I think we're just fine on packaged survival meals. So now all we got to do is camp out here for about 4.5 days and dig components out and dig some steel out and then come home with it. This has worked out way better than I thought it would, and that's probably an excellent place to call it on RimWorld for today. Guys, do please keep the comments coming in. Let me know what you're thinking of this. And hey, if you enjoyed the video, do please leave a like down below. It does cheer me up no end when people do that. And if you're new to the channel, maybe just checking it out for the first time, feel free to hit that subscribe button. See more of this ridiculous nonsense. Until then, I'm Dave. Thank you, as always, for joining me in the wee hours. We'll see you next time. Citizens Tropico, everything is under control. This is not a fire. This is not a fire. This is an aggressive urban redevelopment program. Increase the boa constrictor education rating. Big snake, keep away. Are you all smarter now? Oh, you have a migraine or a rattlesnake bite. Well, this is wicked simple, Linda. Have you been bitten by a snake? If the answer is no, then it's a migraine. No, I'm waving, though.
Oh, I'm waving. Now. That's exciting.
I'm waving very frantically.
How are you doing that?
Now,
How are you doing that?
I can't with this.
Oh.
I can't.
This is it. Right. Goodbye, everybody. Thank you.
Okay. Well, thanks for tuning in.